And basically, you can pick a number between 1 and 12, and we'll give you what they are, and then you got to pitch us a story. But we also have recently found the Spinny Wheel website, so you can either give us the numbers or spin the wheel. It's completely up to you. And then you can pitch us a story. So, how do you want to play it, Tim? Do you want to give us the numbers or do you want to spin the wheel?
Hmm. Let's go numbers for three and then wheel for the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, what are
Okay.
your
So
numbers?
I'll give let's do three for setting,
Yes?
five for genre,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
seven for main character.
And you want to spin the wheel for the last.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, okay. All right. Spinning the wheel really fast. And we got a 10
Nice.
for the
Then,
crazy
okay.
edition. All right.
Okay.
For setting, he gets. Oh, it's a suburban cul-de-sac.
hmm And the genre is my favorite genre of all time. It is horror.
Oh. Main character. Oh, he's a rock star.
I feel like one of the last ones I saw got Rockstar.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
And the option, the crazy edition, which is something that has to appear in the story, is a historical figure. So any historical figure throughout time, they just need to appear in your story.
Historical figure. Okay.
Okay.
Are they going to appear on the screen or should I write the I mean, I've I've got the
Uh,
general.
yeah, no, I'll just give them to you. It is a cul-de-sac. It's a
Okay, yeah.
horror.
So,
Suburban cul-de-sac, yeah.
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 It's a suburban cul-de-sac. The genre is a horror. The main character is a rock star, and it's got to have a historical figure.
Perfect. Okay. Um I already know what figure I'm choosing. They don't fit the period, but that's fine.
That's all right. It doesn't have to make sense. It's a horror.
Makes it better. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Yeah. I'm gonna call Rockstar Bob.
Okay,
You know.
Bob.
Okay.
Yeah. So terrible name for Rockstar, which is why I could call him Steve. You know what? Steve.
Steve.
It's time to put Steve through some horror.
Yeah.
That's
Here
what
we
I'm
go.
doing. What am I? Yeah. So this is about Steve
I
the
was hoping,
rock star.
I was hoping you were going to bring Steve into it somehow.
Is it Steven
Yeah,
Tyler?
he needs a story finally. So this is the
Is it?
story of Steve. And so Steve lives in a nice little cul-de-sac, and he's that neighbor that everybody hates. You pass by
Oh.
his home, which you have to because he's right at the edge of the cul-de-sac, right?
Okay, all right, yeah.
So you have to pass his home, and he's always there on the porch telling you what's wrong with you or sharing his wacko theory
Mm.
of the day. And he's, very self-absorbed. So despite the fact that he lives in this suburban cul-de-sac and never leaves, he doesn't do anything. He lives off of some, like some inheritance he got from a family member. So he does
Mm.
nothing, but he has all the answers. He tells the world how to fix itself.
Yeah.
And of course, none of those things work. So he always moves on to the next idea. And that's him. No one in his neighborhood likes him at all. Uh, and it's even worse because then he keeps them all awake at night. He's apparently that's the only time he can practice,
Mm.
for his rock star career.
Yeah.
We didn't agree he had to be successful. He thinks he's a star,
Yeah.
but he's one of those guys who he opens his garage door and goes in the garage and starts rocking
Rocking
out
out.
with his imaginary band.
Yeah.
And that's Steve in a nutshell. That really is Steve in a nutshell. Until the day Napoleon Bonaparte came through, Ted and Bill's time
Yeah.
machine
Yeah. There you go.
and realized that the future was a dismal, dark place because of Steve. And if
Mm.
he was going to conquer, kind of like trying to invade Russia in winter
Mm.
is the
hmm
colossal challenge of trying to destroy Steve. And so Napoleon being Napoleon, he underestimated the difficulty of the task he was undertaking. And uh, so you have the horrors of Napoleon's army coming into this cul-de-sac and trying to, exert his will
Yeah.
and doing everything he can, trying to discover the secrets of how Steve keeps outsmarting him, torturing, and bombarding the entire neighborhood. Anything he can do to get this rock star to stop playing and keeping him up at night. And it goes on and on. The violence, it was unimaginable. Napoleon, and again, despite all the assets at his disposal and despite his strategic genius, Napoleon fails time and time again. And Steve's rock music continues playing. Again, he's a one-man band, so horrible attempt at screamo on top of bass guitar.
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare, and in every sense of the word. And Napoleon eventually decided to just go back to trying to take over Russia because at least that's easier than defeating Steve.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. So what was left is a bloodbath and Steve continuing his guitar solos from the garage.
Now is Steve's band called the Leaf Blowers?
That's perfect. There we go. I like it. Yeah.
There you go. Is that a kind of horror movie you'd want to watch, Ryan?
Oh, 100% for sure. Anything with like Napoleon coming back to try and murder a guy named Steve playing bass guitar and screaming to a microphone is my kind of movie.
It's like Freddy versus Jason, but Steve versus Napoleon.
Yeah,
that's what
I like
kind
it.
of go. Yeah.
Round 2, Tim, and I feel like I'm going to have to because I update these graphs. This is a new graph, so you can give us the same numbers if you want, and it'll be a different result. But I like to add more and more over time and change it up and mix it up. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to add Steve to it.
Yeah.
So this one mandatory Steve has to
as
be
like crazy addition.
perfect.
Steve, but like not this time. But I'm going to
but as an
make a
option
note.
for future.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think what I want to do from now on too is whenever a guest comes on and plays this, when we stop recording, they can give us a crazy addition to add to the graph because that'll be cool to do.
Well,
But,
mine is definitely Steve, so that makes me very happy.
Okay, I have made a note. Steve will be in future graphs, but not. Okay, so this will be the second last episode before Christmas. I've made a graph for December, and the crazy edition will not be a crazy edition; it'll be a Christmas edition.
Nice.
So it'll be very cool for that.
Yep.
But now, do you want to give us the same numbers, new numbers? Spin the
Yeah,
wheels.
let's do it. 3, 5, and 7, and then spin the wheel on the last one.
All right, 3, 5, and 7. Spin the wheel on the last one. Let's get this wheel going. Bing. I always get a little excited.
It always goes just over the edge. Yeah.
When it just... Oh, okay, 7.
Okay.
3, 5. Okay, let me close that. All right, graph number 2. So 3, your setting is a garage sale. We've had this one last time.
Okay.
Garage sale or a yard sale, either one.
And your genre is children's literature. So kids book.
Okay.
Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, so 7. Okay, you're a sommelier, a wine taster.
A child wine. I mean, so it could either be a child wine taster, or actually that will be more fun. Yeah, that's just what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so random.
And your crazy addition, which is something that must appear in the story, is a glee club.
Oh no. Okay, I already give. No, I'm out. That's don't.
Looks like Steve
But
is back.
there's so many sitcoms and different shows will just force in a Glee show or a Glee episode at some point, or just some musical. I hate it so much. Glee has just ruined so many otherwise good shows by intruding. And it's just yeah.
Well,
the only exception is Community.
That was good.
Community has some one or two hilarious Glee episodes, and I was like, okay, what?
But you could tell that was satire and taking the piss.
Exactly.
I do have a soft spot for the Scrubs musical though.
Okay.
That was written by like Broadway people. So and they got an actual Broadway singer to come in, and yeah, so it was really good. Well done.
Yeah. Okay. That would be fun. Yeah, like it depends. Same thing with musicals. Like some, I really love some.
Hmm.
I like combinations. I like when it's a combination of acting and
Yeah,
musical numbers. I
yeah,
do not like when it's just every single second of the performance is
it's a song.
constant
Yeah,
singing.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. But
yeah.
anyway. Okay.
Cool. All right.
So garage sale, children's sommelier, Glee. Like, yeah, this is great. Well, it can't be Steve. Or you know what?
Oh,
No,
Steve can
it
run the
is
Glee
Steve.
Club.
This is no. This is Steve's origin story.
Oh, okay.
This makes sense to me now. You know, yeah, I always try to like
Connect
get
them. Yeah,
behind the people who really annoy me. There's usually something going on. You
yeah.
know, it's about if you have a. I try to be compassionate. I try to say,
Hmm.
Where's this coming from?" Now we know it's because Steve's wacko parents pressed. You know, for they were trying to establish themselves and they made their 7-year-old kid become a sommelier. You know. Uh, and so he was just having a lot of wine very early,
Hmm.
you know, and he was good at it, you know.
Yeah.
Steve's a bit of a snob, and some of that is earned, and in this case, Steve's claim to fame will forever be he has pretty good taste. That's the one thing I will go to Steve for, is a good wine recommendation. I will give him that. And now we know why. It's because he was a sommelier, 7 years old, and that's actually how we met. So I went to a garage sale, and you know, on my in my neighborhood, and I was young at the time. I was on my bike, you know, and it was I was hanging out with some friends, and we were biking along, having a jolly good time. It was a beautiful summer day. You know, the sun is high in the sky. The sky is clear and beautiful. You know, family and friends are walking their dogs in the neighborhood, and stray cats are running around having a jolly good time. The birds are singing. It was a lovely, lovely day. And then I passed a home. Uh, nah, I won't give him a last name. That would be too specific, and I'm not that creative right now. So the the Steves, we'll just call them the Steves. I passed the
Steve
Steves home.
Stevingtons. Steve
The Steve
Stevington.
Stevingtons. There we go. That's good. The Stevingtons. We passed the Stevington home, and little Steve was there. And I knew that they had moved into the neighborhood, and I was trying to be, you know, a good neighbor, and decided I'd go say hi. And there's Steve sitting at a little table with a whole bunch of samples. And it turns out they were wine, and he was, you know, instead of a lemonade
That's
stand,
exactly
his
what I was
parents
thinking.
said,
Lemonade stand, but it's wine.
yeah, exactly. You're a sommelier. You know, you should be encouraging your friends to join in. You know, so his parents were very supportive of little Steve, and Steve was there, and he started lecturing us all, and we're there on our bikes. We're counting the seconds until we can bike away, listening to little Steve tell us about the bouquet of these glorious wines, the rich flavors of you know. Raspberry and pomegranate, and none of us are really interested until he said chocolate, and then we had to try the wines that were apparently had a strong chocolate aftertaste, or so he said. We tried them, and none of them did, and they were very bitter, very dry wines. Very terrible. I did not have a sip of red wine for years after that. In fact, you'll be proud to know that I don't even think I got drunk until I was in my 20s. So very good childhood lesson there for our children readers is kids, do not drink. Drink
Mhm.
responsibility responsibly if you do. That was probably the only good lesson I ever learned from Steve. There we go. Oh,
Excellent.
and Glee,
The
I
Glee
left out
Club.
Glee. I left out the Glee Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
You all broke into song. You all just broke into song about how bad the wine was.
Now we just need a song at the end about the yeah. That's tough. Well, you know what? That's it. Me and my friends, we needed an excuse to get away from Steve because he just would not shut up about these different wines.
Yeah.
And so we told him, perhaps, you know, it's a kid's literature, so we'll pretend it was the truth. I'll say it was the truth, although here, you know, between us, we know I was never part of the Glee Club.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the story, my friends and I told him we needed to get to Glee Club. You know, it was starting very soon, and that's where we were going on our bikes. And
Mm.
so we biked away, and we went, and we were a little tipsy, but we managed to sing our songs and had a jolly good time, and the world was a better place. The end.
Excellent. Well done.
That's
Well
terrible.
done.
That was so bad.
We we threw some tropes in there that you didn't like, so that's all right. Maybe
That was great.
I'll put love triangle in somewhere too.
There you go. Yeah, next time.